Hi guys and welcome back to another new video. And today, before starting what we're gonna do, I want you guys to meet somebody really special. This is Grace. Grace is my ukulele. She is from Ashton and the model is called Uke 100. And I am very bad with music, but it's kind of like a hobby. And even though I'm terrible at it, I enjoy it. And today, I'm going to turn her into a human. Yes, I'm going to design an original character based on my ukulele. So, first, I start drawing the character out, like making a sketch of what she's going to look like. And I first decided on two looks. I was confused between the two. The first one was that the body of the uke would be her hair, and the fretboard and the tuning key is going to be her legs. But then I thought of flipping the design and checking, and I decided on the first one, the one with the body as the hair. So I tried to finalize the look, and at first, I thought I was going to give her a skirt, but then I thought since the fretboard is really skinny, um, a printed pair of pants would look better, like some with some grid print. After that, I started working on the poses. Now, I didn't want to complicate the pose because this is the first time I'm drawing this original character, and I wanted to keep it as simple as possible because I will modify her later. But since this is like the first time, I thought of giving her a standing pose, nothing complicated. And after trying a few times, I finally decided on one of the poses, and this was the final pose. Yeah. After that, I was done deciding the pose too. So I started my rough sketch and see how I did her hair. I wanted to give her hair the shape of the body of the ukulele. And at first, I thought to, make the sound hole of the uke, I would give her a really big medallion type pendant. But you'll see that later I'm going to change this because it looked really old fashioned and too geeky for my taste. So I gave her a pair of pants and boots, and then I fixed the proportion of her body a little bit, a little tweakings. After that, I made the layer a little bit of translucent so that I could start with my line art. Now, line art is something that we all struggle with. Like, I keep two of my fingers of my left hand on the control and the Z button. So I'm continuously drawing and undoing it, drawing and undoing it. You can see it here how like I have to try a million times to get the result that I want. It was so much harder when I used to work with a mouse, but thank God I have a drawing tablet now. My goal is to have an iPad Pro one day to make this process easier, but I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon because I'm pretty broke. And I could buy like 10 other tablets instead of a iPad. Anyway, so moving on, I decided to give up on the medallion and keep a plain simple t-shirt. So instead of the medallion, I thought I would give her a belt with a round shaped buckle, like a large buckle, to incorporate somehow the sound hole of the ukulele. And after some tries, I think it looked good and it went well with her outfit. So yeah, I decided on this one. And then the part I was most excited about was definitely the pants. Oh, by the way, just ignore me trying to draw a hand like a thousand times. I was confused about where the thumb would go for a while. Like, I always do this. I have heard many artists complain how to draw hands. Something, guys, about stylized drawing is that you can't just suddenly start doing stylized drawing without knowing proper anatomy, which I learned the hard way. I used to try to draw in a stylized way even before my anatomy was perfect. But then I heard some good artists advise me that I should start first of all with proper anatomy lessons and then move on to a stylized version, whatever suits me. Anyway, I moved on to the best part, that is the pants. I was really excited about the pants because this is how this whole idea started. I was playing my uke and suddenly I was like, look at that fretboard. It looks so like funky. Like it would look so good as a pair of pants, like with a grid print. So, so of course, this idea started from the pant, and I gave her some boots. And I decided that I might remove the under sketch now and fix the proportion of her head a little bit. And yeah, she was done. Like the basic line art is done. Now I decided to make my palette. So I was trying out a little bit of every color that, and guys, there was this window for a reference. I opened that window with the picture of my uke, but I don't know why when I recorded it, it didn't record because I was using the Xbox recorder, so probably it didn't capture the window as a game, so it didn't record it. Anyway, after I was done making the palette, I moved on into the little details and I wanted to give the tuning keys in her shoes, like they would look like cowboy boots kind of, and they do look like the tuning keys. And finally I started with my favorite part, but the hairband I decided to make it like the bridge of the uke. And then, yeah, as I was saying, my favorite part, the pair of pants. And I decided to give it the grid pattern, trying to fill those gaps. And finally, this process looks extremely satisfying, but I didn't like the grid pattern too thick, so I decided to go with a thinner one. This one I had to struggle a lot because I had to keep in mind that the distance between each line would have to be the same. I could have done this in an easier way by creating the pattern first, but oh well, I was lazy. Anyway, I think the pattern turned out pretty dope. I really like this one. I had a pair of pants like this, and I think they are kind of out of fashion now, but they looked good. And I did a huge mistake that the whites that you see in the pants are not like transparent parts. They are white paint. So I couldn't color it easily. I had to paint every single cell of the pant. This part I decided to cut it out of the video because that would be stupid to include. Anyway, I gave her shirt a bright orange color and this burnt orange color I used for her hair, which I will later switch because I don't know, I just didn't find it pretty looking. So yeah, this is where I switch the colors, and yeah, this is more interesting. And finally I decided to move on with the face. At first I thought that I would give her a really somber smile, but then I was like, when I play my the sound that a ukulele makes me think of somebody laughing out loud. It's a very happy sound. So instead of giving her a somber smile, I decided to go for a full blown laughter. Yeah, an open mouthed laughter. And that's what I went with. And finally, I added my touch, which is the blushes. And yeah, she is ready. In a while, I am gonna show you guys a picture of her beside a picture of my uke, and you can compare it. And yeah, with some highlights and special details, I am finished. I added a little print on her t-shirt because it looked bland otherwise. I will modify her later, but for now this is it. And ta-da! What do you guys think? Comment down below if you think she does look like my Yuke. And thanks for watching. Bye!